Welcome to Koenji, Tokyo's retro bohemian neighborhood that is jam-packed with hidden gems pretty much anywhere you look, from old school eats to modern cafes. And today I'm going to be exploring 3 unique spots here in Koenji that I think capture the essence of Koenji. I think I'm going to pick something a little bit unusual on the menu, so stay tuned and find out what that is. And somewhere in these back streets of Koenji, there's even a chef at a restaurant here who's recently gone viral not only for his cooking, but for his performance skills. I've never really seen a chef do that before. But before we go, don't forget to subscribe for more fun Japan adventures like this one, and don't forget to check out byFood.com the next time you come to Japan to book a restaurant or a tour here. All right, let's go explore Koenji. Come on. Hidden in the back streets of Koenji is this lovely tempura restaurant here called Tensuke, and it was first founded in 1992, so it's been delighting the locals for decades with its delicious tempura rice bowls for lunch. And the chef has finally earned himself a spot in the Michelin Guide with a Bib Gourmand distinction, I think first in 2024, but also this year in 2025. And the reason for that is for the excellent quality of tempura at a very good values. But he's also known for doing a little bit of a fun performance while he's cooking. The reason that he started doing it was many years ago when he first started serving tempura eggs. Even though he had it on the menu, not that many people were ordering it. So he decided to do a little bit of a performance to go with it to try to encourage people to order the tempura egg lunch. But remember that the hours that they're open are actually really short. They're only open from 12 to around 2:15 p.m. on weekdays and then 12 to 3 on weekends. So if you want to come eat here, there's usually going to be a line. If you want to beat the line, you might need to be here like at least 30 minutes before opening time. So yeah, let's go line up and hopefully we can see a show. Come on. So I decided to get the most popular lunch option here, which is the egg lunch set. And basically it's got a crispy, soft poached fried egg. Tempura fried egg. It's not something you see that often. It looks really good, and that's what the chef is really well known for. It still looks jiggly and soft. Oh! Oh, arigatou gozaimasu. Oh. And now comes the other tempuras. Let's do a little egg cut. Whoa! It looks amazing, and little crispy tempura bits. Oh. Oh, yum. If you're an egg lover, if you love egg over rice, that is so good. The flavor of the egg is like wonderfully creamy and sweet. Goes so well with the fluffy rice, and the little bits of crunch is really, the cherry on top. So good. This tempura egg is not messing around. It is so good. But they also give you a wonderful selection of other freshly fried tempuras, and they fry them each one by one, and they put them on the plate for you, but you should eat them fresh as much as possible. Okay, so this tempura is a fish. It's a white meat fish called kisu in Japanese. So, all right, let's try it in the tempura sauce. He said you can also enjoy it with salt on top. There's salt on the table too, but let's try it with the sauce. That is really tasty. The batter is not only crispy, it's fluffy. And the white meat of the fish, also really fluffy and tender and soft. It's very enjoyable. It goes great with the sauce, which has a little bit of acidity in it, maybe a little bit of citrus in there. It's lovely. That was so cute. It was a really short little performance, but I loved his kabuki style movements. I've never really seen a chef do that before. So yeah, it's a delicious food and a little bit of a show. Love it. Okay, I'm gonna try one more of these tempura here. He just gave me this fresh thing called kakiage. It's basically a mix of little tiny shrimp all fried together. It's so crispy. Since he fried a bunch of shrimp together, there's a bunch of crispy tempura bits that kind of jut out, if that makes sense. And then the shrimp on the inside are really chewy and meaty. It's a really nice tempura dish. Gotta try the shrimp kakiage. All in all, really tasty. I think this is a really nice amount of food for lunch. And the egg tempura is really tasty. Once again, if you're an egg lover, you're really gonna enjoy the gooey egg over the rice. and all of the additional extra tempura on top, plus miso soup. That's a really full lunch set, I would say. That was really tasty, and I'll see you guys over at the next spot. Just a 3-minute walk from Koenji Station is a very stylish and unique izakaya. And its main goal is to be a healthier izakaya, because I think many of you might be aware that izakayas are not necessarily known for having healthy food. They tend to be fried, greasy, a little bit heavy, and on top of that, they're paired with alcohol. So it's not exactly the most healthful type of food. But this izakaya aims to provide meals that are balanced and even include ingredients that are a little bit healthier, and then some foods that apparently are lower in carbs. So there's a little bit of something for everybody. And not only is it healthier, their main focus is that it tastes delicious. So I'm really excited to see what they offer here today. And it also looks really stylish. So let's go inside and take a look. Here we go.
こんばんは。
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 Oh, beautiful.
こちらのお席どうぞ。
ありがとうございます。
ご来店ありがとうございます。
ございます。
当店がですね、メニューモバイルオーダーと裏面に Wi-Fi の QR コードと紙のメニューこちらにございますので、よろしかったらご覧になってください。
ありがとうございます。Okay, so since they're so famous for their coal grilling, I'm gonna get a couple items that grill on here. I'll probably get about 4 dishes in total, and then you can look forward to what I'm gonna get. But one of them is called caramel corn, and they grill it on the grill. So I think I'm gonna definitely get one of those. All right, let's see what it all looks like. Wow, everything looks incredible. I also decided to get a drink with my meal because this is an izakaya. Their most famous drink here is their lemon sour, and they use a rice-based shochu. So it's stronger than a Japanese sake, but since made of rice, it still supposedly has a little bit of that rice sake-like flavor. And then it's mixed with a lemon syrup. So yeah, why don't we start with the drink? Let's give it a try. Oh, that is so good. It's sort of like drinking a hard lemonade, but it doesn't feel overly alcoholic. It really has a nice balance of the lemon syrup. It's nice and sweet, refreshing, a little bit sour as well. The rice shochu has a very soft and delicate flavor in the background that's a little bit like sake. That's excellent. All right, now let's start with the appetizer. So we have a sort of caprese-inspired appetizer dish. It's got cherry tomatoes, fruits, and then we have a mascarpone cheese on top. It's actually made with soybeans. So that's a nice twist on this dish. That's wonderful. I'm actually quite surprised that the peaches are really firm, but it doesn't take away from the flavor. It still has that sweet, summery peach flavor to it. And the mascarpone cheese is so tasty. It's made of soybeans and you would have no idea. The texture is super creamy and cheesy. All right, now I'm really excited to try the famous caramel corn. Apparently this is a really, really popular menu item and it looks amazing. Oh, what? That's really good, but it's also unlike anything I've ever eaten before. You get a lot of this flavor of the sweet corn kernels that are straight off the cob, and then they mix it up with tapioca flour. So the tapioca flour gives it this really chewy, fluffy texture, and then you have a little bit of the sweet soy sauce on the top that's been char grilled. So it's got a little bit of smokiness and a savory sweetness to it as well. This is worth a try. All right, now I'm gonna try the fish dish. This one is actually a miso marinated black cod, and then this time they cooked it upright. And this style of cooking is called genshiyaki. So this provides a little bit of a different texture to whatever food you're cooking. But today I tried the genshiyaki style with the fish. So let's see how it turned out. That's really tasty. The flavors are all very nuanced. The meat on the inside is plump. It's got that kind of like juiciness to it. And then the outside is a bit tough due to the grilling style, but it's really smoky. And you get a little bit of this umami salty flavor from the miso marination as well. Definitely try some of the genshiyaki. Try something grilled on there, it's pretty good.
高円寺ときめきというお店のオーナーをしております、澤部と言います。ちょうどお店オープンして2年。僕も50を超えて健康には気を使いたいんだけども食べるのも好きですし、お酒も飲むのも好きなので自分たちが安心して食べられるお店を作りたかった。
あとお店の名前がときめきっていう、はい、お名前の由来って何なんですか？はい、
ここに下に降りてきてもらうワクワク感だとかドキドキ感だとか、ときめきってなかなかなんか使わないじゃないですか。
あ、確かに。
でもなんかちょっと恥ずかしいけど嬉しい言葉みたいな感じなので、なんかその言葉をみんなに言ってもらいたいなっていうのがお店のマークにもなってるんですけど、これは健康な人の心電図をの数値なんですね。美味しいもの食べて美味しいお酒を飲んでついでにですね健康になってほしいなっていう意味を込めて、こういうようなちょっとマークにさせていただきました。
なるほど、そういう意味だったんですね。
僕たちよく日本全国いろんな美味しいお店回ったりとかするんですけど、その中でこれ美味しいなとかこのメニュー素敵だなと思ったものをじゃあ持ち帰ってどうやったらそれを僕たち用にグルテンフリーだったりとかカゼインフリーだったりとかそういうのに落とし込めるかっていうのをやって、それができたものをちょっと商品として出してるっていう感じ。僕たちいろんなお店さんとコラボをするんですけど、今は吉祥寺の方の、お茶屋さんと一緒にやらせていただいたりですとか、健康のテーマというところに、お互い意識してやってるところ同士でなんかこれちょっとでも広められたらいいよねみたいな感じでコラボはよくさせていただいてます。
素敵、ありがとうございます。いろいろ教えていただいてすごい素敵なお店で、楽しい時間を過ごさせていただいています。
失礼します。じゃあ銀鮭とイクラの土鍋ご飯でございます。こちらのお米がですね、笹錦っていうお米使っておりまして、こちらはアミロースっていうでんぷん質が豊富に含まれておりますので、血糖値の上昇を抑えてくれる効果がございます。
すごい。それ嬉しいことですね。ありがとうございます。The smell of the rice is just tantalizing. So this time they've cooked it with the salmon and then they've mixed it in front of me with the ikura, the salmon roe, some sesame seeds, and some various other toppings, and it looks incredible. So I think all we can do now is just dig in. Here we go. That is fantastic. The rice is delicious. You would never know that it would reduce your glucose spikes. That's just a fun benefit. Very fluffy rice. It's almost like it's been cooked in soy sauce and other flavorings. It also has a little bit of aroma of sesame seeds that he added in, and shiso perilla leaves adds a wonderful fragrant aftertaste. And of course the little popping of the salmon roe and that fluffy, wonderful salmon slices mixed together makes for the perfect dish. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little full from lunch, but I'm pretty sure I could eat all of this. It's that good, I love it. But I'm gonna finish this up and then we have one last spot to visit today. So I'll see you guys over there. All right, I think I'm here. This is Rad Bros Cafe. It's a very sleek glass-fronted cafe, about a 7-minute walk from Koenji Station. And it opened in the year 2021 with a very heartwarming concept because apparently the cafe's goal is to be able to build a brotherly bond with the local neighborhood around it. Hence the word bros in the name Rad Bros Cafe. And they even have residences on top of the cafe. And apparently they actually keep a really nice relationship with the neighbors upstairs. So that's really cool. And it's also a pet-friendly cafe with really tasty desserts. And it's open quite late at night until 9 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. But it's not open every single day, so make sure to check the hours before you come. So anyway, let's go inside and get some evening desserts. Let's go. So this cafe is known for having some really nice Basque cheesecakes and Mont Blanc. Mont Blanc being a chestnut thread dessert, but they also do seasonal menus. But I think I'm gonna pick something a little bit unusual on the menu, so stay tuned and find out what that is. There's something really that I've never seen before. We'll see you guys over there.
ちらがモンブランの中に入っているのが下から順に麹蜜を使った発酵のバスクチーズケーキ、その上に柚子のジュレを塗った米粉のジェノワスポンジ生地です。でその上に麹蜜を使ったアイスクリームが入ってます。で外側がお味噌のクッキーとソースがカシスのソースでご用意しています。
すごい、もりもりですね。
もりもりですね。
わあ、すごい。
こちらがスペインの家庭料理のガスパチョをイメージして分解して作ったチーズケーキで、中のチーズケーキのベースが赤のパプリカで、オーブンで長時間甘みを出すためにじっくり焼いたパプリカが入ってます。上に乗ってるのが自家製のリコッタチーズとドライした赤パプリカとズッキーニです。
すごい。珍しいですね。
珍しいですね。
すごい、楽しみです。
こちらがミルク出しの、ミルクブリューコーヒーで、今がエチオピアの朝入りのお豆でミルクブリューした。
すごい楽しみです。ありがとうございます。じゃあいただきます。
ありがとうございます。
Alright, so surprise! These are my choices for today. The most interesting thing I saw on the menu was the seasonal gazpacho cheesecake. I've never seen anything like it before. Anyway, I'm also really curious about this milk brew coffee. I've never had a milk brew coffee before. They brew the coffee in milk instead of water, which is what you would normally do, or ice. So let's see how different it is if you brew coffee in milk. Ooh, that's really creamy. It's very distinctly milk brewed. It actually feels like a coffee flavored milk. So that's a really interesting difference. It's different from a latte, but this one, it tastes like the proper high quality coffee infused in milk. That's my best description of it. It's very good though. All right, now I'd like to try the Mont Blanc because there's ice cream inside and it might be melting. So let's give it a try. If you've ever had Mont Blanc before, the threads of chestnut are really rich, similar to bean paste. But to balance that out is the ice cream and the blackcurrant sauce. And also I think a little bit of citrus, she said, was in the cake layer on the inside. So you don't get overly tired of the rich chestnut flavor. The light kind of citrusy flavors really balance it out. So yeah, it's very easy to enjoy. It's a nice summery dessert. I think you're gonna have to just give it a try when you come visit. Anyway, let's try the gazpacho cheesecake now. I'm really excited for that. And I'm gonna be pouring the cherry tomato and olive oil sauce over top. So it really is probably gonna be like a summer soup dessert. I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited. Let's do it. That is a very new flavor combo for me. Wow, it really does kind of taste like gazpacho. I'm not gonna lie, it tastes like tomatoes and bell peppers, but it's mixed in with this like wonderful, creamy, tangy texture and flavor of the cheese. But it's such a bizarre combination of flavors, but it kind of works. It still works as a dessert, which is the interesting part. I think the fact that they use cherry tomatoes means that the tomatoes are more on the sweet side, so it doesn't taste savory. It almost is leaning towards savory. So I think in a way it's kind of walking that line of like, is this savory or is it sweet? And your brain gets really confused, but I'm okay with it. If you like tomatoes, I think you could like this, but it might not be for everybody. And I think if you are adventurous yourself, I'd say give it a try. Anyway, I really enjoyed exploring Koenji today. I hope you guys enjoyed checking out Koenji with me as well. I loved getting to see the kabuki chef. He was really nice. And I think overall, Koenji has such warm, homey vibes. It's a really residential part of central Tokyo. So you really get this homey residential atmosphere, and I think you can feel the local family-like atmosphere, especially in the deeper parts of Koenji, like where this cafe is located. So yeah, if you guys are looking for a little bit of a different side of Tokyo when you visit, I think Koenji is a must visit. And yeah, if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and leave us a comment down below. I would love to know if you've ever visited Koenji before in Japan, or if I've convinced you to add it to your list. Let me know. Anyway, see you guys in the next video, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye! If you enjoyed this video, click the photos on the left for more, and click the one on the right to learn more about byFood and book your own Japan adventures.